Hello everyone. In this session, we'll be discussing HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and it is the most widely used language to write web pages. HTML was defined as an application of Standard Generalized Markup Language, that is SGML. HTML is a subset of SGML. File extension for HTML is .html or .htm. It was developed by Tim Berners-Lee in 1987. We can use a simple notepad to create an HTML file. Let's see how to do it. And we have to save the file with .html. We'll just give it as sample.html. Okay, this is how. If you see here, a web page will be created because we have given the extension as .html. Let's learn the basic syntax. The fundamental syntactic units of HTML are called tags. Okay, in general, tags are used to specify categories of content. The syntax of a tag is the name, is the tag's name surrounded by angle brackets. Okay, angle brackets are these, and the name will be surrounded by angle brackets. So this is an example of a tag. Okay. Next, most tags appear in pairs, an opening tag and a closing tag. This is an opening tag, and the ending tag looks like this. Same as an opening tag, but with a slash attached here. So these are the tags. Whatever appears in between these tags are called as, will be the content. Whatever appears in between these tags will be the content of the tags. So if we just type, this is a paragraph. This will be the content. And these tags will act as a container to this content. Okay, the content along with the container will be called as an element. The whole thing is called as an element. Okay, because right, these are the tags, opening tag and the closing tag. These are the tags. This is the content. This is a paragraph. This one is a content. Tags along with the content is called as an element. So whole line will act as an element. Tag names must be written in lowercase letters. So this was about tags. Next we'll learn what attributes are. Okay, attributes will try to give more meaning to these tags. For example, we can write a tag like this, if attribute like this. If body is the tag name, we can write the attribute like this. VG color is equal to, there's a particular syntax to write an attribute. It comes in name value pair. So I'm ending the tag. Okay. So here, this is the attribute name. VG color is the attribute name. It comes after the tag name, after the opening tag name. And see the syntax of that. Tag name equals, and the value for that will be within double quotes. If I say red, the background color of the web page will be red in color. So this is an attribute here. And attribute name must be again written in lowercase letters. Next will be comments. Comments in HTML are written like this. So whatever appears in between these two symbols will be considered as a comment. This is a comment. Comments increases the readability of a program. Then browsers ignore the XHTML document. Browsers ignores the HTML comments, and comments can be spread over as many lines as are needed. For example, so you can write a comment here also. So whatever appears in between these two things will be considered as a comment itself. So it can move over any number of lines. Still, it will be a comment and it will be ignored by the browsers. Now let's try to create a simple web page using HTML. Every HTML document will have a root tag, that is the HTML tag. This is the root tag. Let's try to write the closing tag also, then and there only. Okay, so this is the root tag. This will contain two parts, saying head. Let's just write the closing tag also, head, and the next part is the body part. This is the closing of this. Here, head tag contains the details or information about the document, whereas the body tag contains the content of the document. Okay, let's try to create a simple web page. Here in the head part, what we write is, let's try to give a title to the page, saying, so title tag should be used in order to add a title to the page. My first web page, we'll just give my first web page, or first web page. Let's close the tag, title tag. Okay, this goes as the title. So title tag is within the head tag. Next, within the body, let's try to give the content to the page. So we'll just use a simple paragraph tag. This is a paragraph tag. We'll be discussing all these tags in detail in other videos or in the same video later. So paragraph, we'll just say, this is our first web page. Let's close the tag and let's try to write a comment here. Okay, comment goes like this, paragraph tag. We've already discussed that comments will be ignored. This is only for the readability, only for the users the developers to understand. Okay, we've already saved it with .html. Let's see how it looks. So we have written head, that is the root element. Inside that head tag, within head tag, we have given a title. Then in the body tag, we have just added one paragraph saying this is a first web page, and a comment is added here. Let's see how it looks. So this is the sample notepad. So this is our web page. Let's try to see how it looks. So this is our web page. So title goes here. If you can see here, see title, first web page has gone the top left here, first web page, and the paragraph is displayed here. This is our first web page. Whereas if you can see, comment is not displayed as it will be ignored. Let's try to add an attribute to it. Okay, so attribute will come after the tag name. Let's say bg color is equal to, and it has to be written in lowercase, and let's give an attribute to it. Let's give yellow or orange. Okay, let's save it and let's refresh the page. It looks like this. So this is our first web page. Next, we'll be discussing basic text markup. We'll be discussing how the text content can be formatted using tags. Okay, let's save the file. Let's give it as text markup dot. This is very much. It's very important to save the file with .html. Text markup. We'll just write the basic syntax. What is required? Root tag should be there. Then head. Inside that title tag, let's give it as basic text markup. So title will always go to the top left corner of the page. Basic text markup. Markup. After head comes the body tag. Okay. Within this is where we write all our text markup tags. We'll understand paragraph tag. Text is normally organized into paragraphs in the body of a document. We usually don't place text directly in the document of a in the body of a document like this. We're not supposed to do this. The text is often placed as a content between the paragraph tags like this. So this is a paragraph tag, and the text goes in between these tags. P is the paragraph tag, and the content will be within this. Okay. Okay. We've used 3 paragraph elements. Let's see how it looks. So it looks like this. This is about paragraph tag. Next is the break tag. The break tag is used to force a line break in HTML code. So this is a break tag. This is an example of an empty element where you do not need opening and closing tags, as there is nothing to go in between them. So this is an example of an empty tag. Okay, let's see the use of it. So when you want a line between something, okay, I'll just show you that. I'll show you this paragraph. Let's see how it looks in the browser. It looks like this, para1 and para2. When you want a break, line break between para1 and para2, you can simply add this tag, line break tag like this, br, and there's no content for this tag. You simply put a / and close the tag. So when you see this, output would be, when you add that, output will be like this. Hope you have observed it. Next, preserving white space tag. Say when I want a content to be displayed exactly how I type, like this. I want the content to be like this. And everything I'm putting inside a paragraph tag. Okay, I want the content exactly like this to be displayed on the browser. I'm putting it within a paragraph tag. Okay, let's see how it looks. I want the white space, these many white spaces on the browser also. See, let's see how it looks. So everything is appearing in a single line, but I don't want that. But we don't want it. We want exactly in the same place. We want things to be in the letters to be in the same position. So for this, we can use a tag called preserving white space tag, that is pre tag. If you just use this tag. See this? It is exactly how we have written it here. Okay, this is preserving white space tag. Next heading. There are 6 levels of headings specified by the tags H1, H2 till H6, where H1 specifies the highest level heading. Headings are usually displayed in boldface font, whose default size depends on the number in the heading tag. For example, H1 specifies the highest level heading. We just say H1. Heading 1. We'll just add the other levels also. Okay. Okay, let's see the output of it. Can you see it? This is heading 1, H1 tag, heading 2, H2 tag. Let's try to add all other headings in a similar way. If you can see, we have added all the 6 heading tags. Let's see the output of it. Let's save the file first. Refresh the page, and it looks like this. Next, formatting elements. This formatting elements are designed to display special types of text. Okay, for example, this is the bold tag. Whatever appears between this bold tag will be in bold. For example, we can see this bold. Let's close it. Let's save it. Let's refresh the. If you can see, this one is in bold. Heading will also be in bold. When you just check these things, they are not in bold format. Okay. Next is the I tag. So whatever appears in between will be in italics form. Let's save it. Let's refresh the page. Italics. Okay. Okay, it's coming. We'll just put a line break over there. Okay. Okay. Next tag will be underline tag. Underline. So whatever appears in between these two tags will be underlined. And next will be strike. Let's see how strike works. Can you see this? Underline, underline, and strike. The text is striked. Next, superscript. Say, I want superscript. Tag is superscript. Like if you want to say, if you want to write x square, so how do you write that? Write like this. X square, right? So use a tag superscript, write square and super. Okay, let's see how it looks. So it looks like this. Okay, x square. This is the superscript. We have used superscript tag. Next is the subscript tag. So when you want H2O, how do you write it? Say when you want H2 should be down. So you use sub tag, sub 2, close the sub tag and write O. Close the paragraph tag. Let's put a line break over there. Okay, let's see how it looks. F5, where is it? Okay, it looks like this. Why are so many line breaks? Why there is a gap? Is it because of this? Okay. After strike. Okay. So this is the subscript. Next is horizontal rules. The parts of a document can be separated from each other, making the document easier to read by placing horizontal lines between them. Such lines are called horizontal rules. Let's try to add a horizontal rule, HR. HR is a horizontal. Let's see how it looks. You can see here, a line has appeared. Now let's try to add this line elsewhere. I'll just make this BR as HR. So after underline, tag HR is used. Let's see how it works. Okay. So the line has appeared here. So what happens is the horizontal rule tag causes a line break and places the line across the screen. Okay, it breaks the line and then places the line. Next is markup. An HTML markup is a scrolling piece of text displayed either horizontally across or vertically down your web page depending on the settings. This is created by using a HTML markup tag. Let's see how to do it. Markup tag should be used. Okay, a piece of text which will be scrolling over. Let's see how it looks. We have saved it. Fine. So this is how the markup works. This is the end of session. Hope the tags are clear. Thank you.